Hello everyone, it's Certainly 2009 here, and welcome to a long overdue video. One of the 6 shorts I made on this channel before making proper videos was where I ranked all 14 of the Thomas movies. However, when I wrote that list, most of it was just me being nostalgic. And when I made it, I hadn't actually watched the movies in quite a while. And now, over a year later, my opinions have changed quite a lot. So it's about time that I re-ranked them, so let's get into it. In 14th and last place is still Big World, Big Adventures. Yeah, after just recently rewatching all 14 films again, I just didn't enjoy this one that much. The animation looks quite bad in places, and pretty much all of the new characters are just re-skins of old ones. I get why they did it, but to me it just seems a bit lazy. Just above the bottom spot, in 13th place, is Misty Island Rescue. This was much higher on the old list, but I'm writing the new one without any nostalgia bias. And, yeah, this isn't too good. The main redeeming quality for me is that Misty Island just looks lovely. Yes, it makes no sense, but it just looks so nice. In 12th place is Day of the Diesels. Yeah, this is also not very good. The new characters apart from Den and Dash are either really bland or just don't make much sense. I am so glad that they expanded upon them later on. The reason why this is higher than Misty Island Rescue is that we see more of Diesel 10. And also the Diesel Works is just pretty cool. In 11th place is Journey Beyond Sodor. Still not that good. Henry's crash was cool, but other than that, the film was just okay. Just kicking off the top 10, in 10th place is The Great Race. When I rewatched this, I really liked the message that Mattel was setting by saying that you should just be who you are. The other thing I liked here were the songs. I will be mentioning the songs for a few of these, but they aren't basing where I put them on the list. My least favourite thing about this is that they went a bit overboard with the new characters. Also, why are they advertising the Flying Scotsman as a new character? He literally appeared in Series 3. Anyway, in 9th place is Calling All Engines. I said no nostalgia bias, but I just can't bring myself to put this any lower. The movie is boring, however, I do quite like the story where there is a literal war between the Steamies and the Diesels. I also really appreciate the returning characters here. I mean, they brought back Derek just for a song, which were also incredible in this film. In 8th place is Thomas and the Magic Railroad. This is above Calling All Engines because it's actually interesting. For some reason, I've just always loved this movie. I love Diesel 10, he's just the coolest thing ever, and again I absolutely love the songs. I Know How the Moon Must Feel is genuinely one of my all-time favourite songs, it's just beautiful. In 7th place is Tale of the Brave. I put this a lot lower on the old list, and a lot of people didn't really like that. I know this is still fairly low, but I just prefer some of the other ones. But after rewatching this film, I do really like it. I just don't like it as much as some of the other ones. In 6th place is King of the Railway. Yes, how dare I put King of the Railway above Tale of the Brave. But here are my reasonings. I personally just prefer this one, and Stephen's really cool, and the Earl is just such a fun character. Now, going into the top 5, I just want to say that I love all of these, so it's quite hard to choose here. If any of these are your favourite, then I can definitely see why. In 5th place is Hero of the Rails. This was a bit higher on my old list, but now I just prefer some of the others. Hero is my favourite character in the CGI series, mainly because of this film. This was such a nice start to the CGI series. It's just a shame that Series 13 didn't live up to this standard. In 4th place is The Adventure Begins. It had a lot of flaws, but I just love seeing the original stories being adapted. I really wish we got a sequel to this. And can I just mention the soundtrack here is just incredible. I'm going to make a video on this film one day. Starting off the top 3, in 3rd place is Blue Mountain Mystery. Narrow gauge engines, of course it's this high up. I love the story told in this film, and the songs are again just incredible. In 2nd place is Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure. Say what you want about Topham, but everything else is just incredible. The cinematic shots, the music, the voice cast. I mean, we got John Hurt, Olivia Colman and Eddie Redmayne in the same Thomas film. Ardlo Hanlon was offered to voice Patrick around this time, and I think it was probably for this film, because some of the other Pat characters returned here. Which is another thing, the amount of returning characters here. We have Alfie, Oliver, Donald and Douglas, Daisy, Rex, Mike and Bert from the Railway series. There is just one film that tops this for me though. And that is, in 1st place, The Great Discovery. Pierce Brosnan's narration here is just okay. He's not as good as Michelangelis by any means, but he's just okay, at least for this one special. If he did go on to narrate all the way up to Series 14 as originally intended, that probably would have been too much. This special kind of acts as a finale to fully model Thomas. The HD cameras from Series 11 have carried over, and the visuals look wonderful here. Just one thing I noticed though, why is there so much steam everywhere? It's literally in every shot. My favourite part about this one is the cast. We have the pack, the narrow gauge engines, the diesel engines, and most of the hit hero characters. And every single one of the crashes is just incredible. The tower collapse, I think, might be my second favourite crash in the whole series, my favourite being the chimney collapse from Thomas's trusty friends. And that is everything. I haven't done a ranking video in a while, and I would quite like to do some more in the near future. And with that, I want to thank all of you for watching, see you in the next video, and goodbye for now.